What's up, Trap De Sac family? This week's episode is brought to you by Hawthorne, okay? Listen, what's your personal care looking like? All right, are you in the bathroom taking care of yourself? Well, guess what? Hawthorne, you can get the most out of your personal care routine with high-quality shampoo, body wash, hand soaps, and even a luxurious sandalwood shaving gel, okay? And I've used it, and I'm tell you what, ain't nothing like smelling like a little sandalwood, you know what I'm saying? Get your grown on, you know, get your grown and sexy on. It's a premium grooming brand that tailors your personal routine for your unique profile, okay? So hop on, you take the quiz today so they find out all your personal care needs to get you tapped in with them real quick, and then boom, you good. So take Hawthorne's quiz today and get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use promo code TRAP to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co. Promo code TRAP. Hawthorne.co. Promo code TRAP. Get that.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we jump and rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap your loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
That file unemployment is funny every time. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
The thing is the thing.
I got Emmanuel.
It sounded better earlier. Now it sounded kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We got
You didn't figure it out yet.
we got
What did he
Mex.
call you? What did Mike call you earlier?
Uncle Philosopher.
Uncle Philosopher. We got Mexican Mike on a Memorial Monday mixing and mastering.
Triple MG.
And I gotta introduce this guy, this guest as we have
One of the most
on.
important men in our lives.
Yeah. So this guy is a curator
Of confidence.
Of confidence. He is a booster of self-esteem.
He's actually necessary to the community.
He's
necessary.
a follicle manager.
He's a follicle manager. He is essential.
Kinda gave
He's an essential worker, and I'm talking about. He's almost more important than your mom. Honestly, he's at the top of the list of importance.
when the government started handing out PPP loans, these people in this industry were at the top of the list.
Top of the
'Cause they're
list.
important to the American economy. You know
Top
what
of
I'm
the
saying?
list. This is our good friend, and most importantly, our barber, Kelvin.
Welcome to the Trap House.
Welcome to the trap.
Man, it feels so good to be in the trap. I like that introduction.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
That was nice.
You're a curator of confidence. He said it.
a
as-
confidence dealer.
Yeah, I was
Not a gun
wondering-
dealer.
I was wondering. I'm like, man, they really did a good job on my bio
Yeah.
that I never sent.
That you never. He said that I never.
So you never
sent.
called yourself a curator of confidence?
Yeah.
You lying
I've
ass barber.
been calling myself a curator of confidence. You know, I used to answer my phone. They'd be like, "Kills, what you want?" I said, "Man, I'm restoring confidence, easing suffering, man.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
providing confidence in my community.
Restoring
what it
confidence
is.
and easing suffering.
man.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
no,
is.
that's real.
There's a lot of hurting people out there.
And putting the
Yeah.
hat back on the rack. You need to put that because I
Putting
only
the
wear hats
hat
when I
back
don't got a
on the
haircut.
rack.
Putting the hat back on.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, like, honestly, like, as a bald man, right, I haven't
Yeah.
been to a barber in a long time.
Yeah.
All right? But I still appreciate, obviously, niggas want to be in the barber just to talk shit.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
to be
yeah.
amongst and get that feel good.
Yeah.
You know, you get your face
Right.
Yeah.
shaved, rubbed down, all that shit. But what I've been into lately,
Yeah, the rub down. It kind of got me. Hey, they giving face.
you don't,
rub
you
down?
don't, you don't
they-
do the whole oils and all that shit? You spray and don't do...
Yeah, I didn't know that's how cats was taking it, man. I apologize. I didn't know that that's supposed to take away. Face rub down.
Maybe rub down is the wrong terminology.
No, it's not maybe. That's the wrong.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you the barber, you know better than me.
I just didn't know
What y'all
we was-
call it, a jerk off? Like, hey, jerk off my head
That's
right
what
quick.
I felt like we gave it. And I'm like, rub down.
If you gonna be gay, let him be.
Let me go. But barber ASMR.
Interesting. So with the
I'm
clippers.
talking about on YouTube.
Yeah.
You go on YouTube and
Yeah.
type in Barber ASMR.
Yeah.
And Barber's on there cutting people's hair. I can literally fall asleep to just the noises.
Just the end.
It's the end. It's the
And the
when
brushing
they do
of the
steam,
clip, you gotta
can
brush
hit
the clip.
brushing. There's one dude that I've been watching. He uses fire. This man does like he'll do a blowtorch or something, and he starts smacking people's ears with it. I guess he's burning people's ear hair off or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But he'll start smacking them, and you just hear all these sounds. But he's a super professional. So
Yeah, I kept wondering how he was gonna get new clients. I watched his videos. I'm like, man,
you seen him?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, there's like Turkish guys.
Yeah, and the dudes, they always, to me, they be looking dead in the chair.
They do be looking. Why some of them stare so hard?
Looking
I'm used to like
dead in the
closing my
chair.
eyes. I'm not trying to see nothing.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
dudes
yeah.
be.
So I wonder what happens.
They didn't
before
want to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't want to agree to it, but he said, I'll give you a discount. So they're like, all right.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do
and
this.
he got like 300,000 followers.
Yeah,
so
he
if
got
you trying to get your
mad
social up, he'd be like, bro, burn my ear, bro. I got you.
I just started watching. I started going back. I guess during quarantine, he couldn't cut a lot of people's hair, so he was doing videos of himself.
Yeah, yeah.
cutting his but I would go back and just watch him. Do you use that black stuff they put on people's faces and rip it off? You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about that they use on the beard?
Sometimes they use, not for color. I'm
okay,
talking
not
about
for
it's
color.
like a exfoliate
Oh,
and like
okay,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
black tar
Black,
they put
yeah.
on, gets hard, and they rip that shit off.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been cutting hair for 25 years, man. And I ain't never seen that. So it impresses me.
Oh, some futuristic shit.
Like when I want to do an edge up, I be using my edgers on some regular stuff.
Okay.
Because that's what it's for.
Instagram barbering is fascinating. It's fascinating.
Is it kind of like a bartender, like if you were a regular bartender watching these other bartenders doing all the tricks and
It's
shit?
exactly like that. And I wonder, I was like, man, when did the ash line, because the ash lineup is amazing to me.
The ash line.
ash line?
The IG ashy line, right? With a fire haircut. But
Yeah.
apparently they only get ash, they didn't put no lotion. Proportionally around. And I'd be like, yo.
Like, what is that?
I gotta step my ashy line up.
Now, I'm gonna say, pull your mic down a little bit. I don't want to block your face. There you go. But
I appreciate you.
yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
my face.
yeah. You ain't want to block your face, brother. You know, you gotta show your cut. You gotta show, you gotta show the lineup. But
Y'all niggas stop flirting on here, goddamn.
Hey, hold on,
let me flirt with my barber.
Hey. This is our relationship.
You mess up a good thing. Go get your face rubbed down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my face rubbed
In our
down.
situation.
Fuck y'all niggas. I'm getting my face rubbed
Keep
down.
talking. We gonna burn your ear.
Yeah, some dynamics is different. You might need the rub down.
You might need the rub down.
Communication is our thing.
Speaking of communication, now Kelvin has just recently came into our life about 3 months ago. About 3, 4 months ago, and you know, when we first started this relationship, I want to kind of talk about the client-barber relationship. And when we first started this relationship, I went in and I told him, first and foremost, I don't even want to get that close to you. Like, it's a lot of, and he understood. He was like, I get it. You coming from somebody else. You don't want to move too fast.
So you're like
We needed time to heal.
You're like a damaged female.
Yeah, I was
like
very
I've been
damaged.
through a lot.
Yeah, I've been
my
down.
last relationship.
Yeah, yeah. And he
I know
understood.
what happened to your last relationship.
Yeah.
That barber just dipped, nigga. That barber dipped. Can I pull this a little closer? But yeah, that barber dipped. So
yeah. I mean, he came back, but that's a whole nother thing. We had to let him. But he knew we was new in the relationship, and so we was like, hey, I don't know if I want to get too close. And he was like, all right, cool. I won't. I'll just cut you up, and But then he got such a good personality. We in there laughing and shit.
That's how it happened. The honeymoon stage. The honeycut stage. The honeycut stage.
We in there laughing and he cracking jokes, and the whole time I'm like, man, here you go, trying to get me from my head, man. trying
For real. If you gonna be gay, let him.
to make me come up off my head, man. And now look, 3 months in, and
he on the podcast.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, hey, I had some apprehensions too, because I've been available to so many people. You understand? And I've learned my own value. I've learned my own value.
No,
I'm like,
he's a high value barber.
you can't just do me like that.
Yeah.
Come and take what I'm giving.
And then just leave.
Because emotionally it was hard for me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so when I get new people, obviously with new and similar interests, it's like, man, I'm concerned. Like, do they just want to do they just want to take or do they want to build? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building phase. And, so, and I saw that,
The building phase.
that you guys did want to build.
Yeah, we did. At first, I was like, I don't know, but I once I was in there, I was like, this is something that I could see lasting for a little while.
I just appreciated the grace that it took because I know I've had some letdowns.
Let's talk about those. And when he says letdowns, I mean, me and Cam, we were used to, just like Barber's hitting like right back.
Special guest, y'all. Ayana Van Zandt coming in and talk about these relations we have.
I
was really looking like somebody.
We was used to Barber's hitting right back, and he had a lot going on at the time in his life, and so he wasn't hitting back as fast. And we would call, he wouldn't pick up.
He has a family, we understand.
We
don't care. we want communication to be.
Communication is key in relationships. You know what I'm saying? And so then he was like, "How about I just put y'all every 2 weeks on Thursday. That way y'all can call me on Wednesday." And so cool, we did that at first. Then we got away from it a little bit because we all started traveling and going places. And so I had to bring it up to him the other day, and he was like, he's like, I apologize for, but I do have y'all on the schedule, you know what I'm saying? And so I think we're slowly getting to a good place, you know what I'm saying?
And just to give some context for the other side, right? Like you mentioned, so I'm a single dad, and I've been this year I've really been accepting and living in the terms of my divorce, right? And so new people coming into my life, though I provide a service, I'm not public no more. I'm in my retirement years. So y'all came in highly recommended.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So on the new client side, I'm like, man, I'm building. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I don't really take new clients. So when you hit, I expected, without telling y'all, I expected y'all to just kind of know the awareness thing. And so when we had them conversations, I'm like, man, I'm gonna just keep it a stack with y'all, man. I'm a terrible texter.
And that's
you know
great.
what I'm saying? I'm traumatized by my phone. Sometimes I be thumbing through my phone and I go do stuff it take me back. So I prefer to call, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't tell y'all about that.
You didn't.
And I ain't never had clients just like kind of get at me like, hey, I like how you cut my hair. We doing good in this relationship. However, if I don't hear from you after what I've been through,
I'm scared.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm scared.
It's triggering. It's
triggering.
Yes.
And I on some annoying stuff as a barber, I'm like, man, this client annoying, blah, 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 blah. And in this scenario, I finally feel that. Like, I know that having gone through a thing, how it, I'm dating again now. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo, I'm that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So I am so grateful for my own life experience to be able to apply to my work because I knew exactly where y'all stood, man.
But we uphold our end too as clients. We come on time or cordial because we respect your time.
Yeah.
You got to cut other people. So it ain't just one sided. We do our side.
Let me ask this question: If you being a high value barber, if there was a high value client that came into your life, you know what I'm saying, that paid the amount that you're getting from all the other clients.
Hold on now.
Right?
Okay.
Would you be willing to stay with one client?
Yeah, for me.
And not cheat around?
Yeah.
I don't like how you just said that. Yeah, right off top. That means we getting dropped. Like I'm scared.
Well, he said the dollar amount, and it's no secret for me. I have a lot of friends. I cut hair for money. Right, and I believe my time is worth the money. And if you're saying that my time is going to be paid for, do I need to be gallivanting around trying to get more of what I already got? And my answer at this age is no. Nah, man. I'm gonna be loyal to my clients.
You ain't a gold digger. You a gold clipper.
Gold clipper.
Gold clipper. He looking for the highest clientele, and that's it.
There's always a bald nigga that comes between you and your barber. There's always that.
That's always a bald nigga asking the real questions.
Yes, it's always a bald nigga.
The questions that need to be asked.
Hey, you did just marry me off to some client. I'm like, hey, did I just get married again?
Question: so somebody got kind of mad at us. I read in a comment, or either they DM me. They said you guys can't tell barbers what to charge because one day we were talking about. Sometimes it's ridiculous the charges out here because it was like the $1,000 lineup that Diddy's son was getting and all, and we was like, come on, and so they hit me and they was like, well, you can't tell somebody what the value to put on their cut. And I was like, well, yeah, I am going to in this situation.
In this situation, yeah.
That's because it's ridiculous.
Because it's not a cut. When you walk in, it's your cut. And you can't tell me. I think that person probably wanted to have some engagement over social media.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. But I wanted to ask you, how do you determine, like when you were coming up, how did you determine your prices?
Yeah, so I determined my prices pretty much based off what was going on in the city. You know what I'm saying?
And you are in LA, yeah.
I wasn't the
You from LA?
I'm originally from LA. I was raised up in Sacramento, but when I came back out here, if a cut was $50,
yeah,
I wanted the volume. I wanted to prove something. I didn't open my shop for people to get haircuts. I opened my shop for many other reasons.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So on trying to prove stuff, if things was 50, I came in at 40 just because I wanted everybody.
Okay.
I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want everybody.
Yeah.
I cut for money. So
yes.
If I have the smaller amount of people to make that same amount of money is how I determine my prices today. If the prices is 50, but my daily goal is $1,000 and my price needs to be 100, you know how many people I need.
Gotcha.
I need 10 people.
Gotcha.
So that's how I change it
Gotcha.
now. But most of the time it's, hey, what are people paying? And I want to be at the top of, like, closest under as I can be.
That's fair.
Every
That's
nigga I
fair.
met from Sacramento has your voice. It sounds like a nigga that's from New York without the accent of a New Yorker. Like, it sounds like he should be talking like this. You know what I'm saying? Meet me up, bomb, son. But you take away that, it sounds like a middle American speaking.
I love hearing people do a Sacramento accent. It's hilarious to me. But that's a very good description.
I've met 7 barbers from Sacramento. They look exactly like you. Beard, voice, everything.
They probably my cousin.
I wanted to ask you, what's the worst cut you? Not like you gave a bad cut. Like, what was your worst experience? Like, this whole haircut situation was just terrible.
Man, all right. So this is the legend of the Bahama Bomber, right?
Oh, okay. The legend of the Bahama Bomber.
Hey, y'all move around the valley. This is a legendary tale. I kid you not.
Okay. All right.
These guys from the Bahamas, man, came in. It was his homeboy's wedding.
That's his side of town.
That's why I had to tell him the legend. This ain't how it's always told.
Yeah.
Right. They were coming in, honeymoon type situation. They've been out drinking, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's having like a stomach problem. Dude goes in the bathroom, man. It looks like a doo-doo massacre.
A doo-doo massacre.
They were either upset, they hated me. This
was in the shop.
In the shop. And you know, barbershop culture, you don't doo-doo at the shop.
That's off a brand right there.
Yeah.
And then you if you have to, it's drop one, flesh one, you might got to play it off. Like you got to pee twice. Yeah. This guy just fully feeling at home, boo-boo everywhere. And we're like, Jalan actually was working in the shop. He was sweeping the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He was a shopkeeper. Came out like, he quit. Threw his apron on the ground. Man, this is crazy. Y'all playing a joke on me. It was that much. Like,
it was that much doo-doo.
Bro.
It's on the wall or something?
Yes. Walls. Urinal.
Now is this?
Wait, this is like what's the movie when Harry met Lloyd? When Bob Saget like shit everywhere.
This shit
it was like that
everywhere.
That's a real scene.
Did he shit before the cut or after the cut?
He had the audacity. He was bringing the groomsmen because they was going out. Mm-hmm. He had the audacity to come back the next morning for a cut. So this is after they already left, and all we can see is doo doo when we see their faces. Disgusting. And so they affectionately were named the Bahama Bombers.
Wait, how do you shit like that?
I have no.
Did you turn your ass to the air and just let it out?
Spray?
This looked like somebody went in their hands and just decided they wanted to change the paint.
So he got up. It ain't no way he didn't see all of this. So he just left. As soon as he came out the bathroom, he just walked out.
Straight out the back door.
No, that's disrespectful.
No, well, when they came in, I don't know if I gave the right privilege. They came in on some bachelor party stuff, and this is a Friday night. We didn't have time to get them.
Were they drunk?
Yeah, they came in already, but they had just gotten here from the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? They trying to come to the barbershop. It's the hottest shop in the valley, and we couldn't do it. So I'm thinking it's on some anger stuff. But when they came back in the morning, I was like, this couldn't have been them. And so we have this big mystery today. And anybody listening to y'all podcast who knows about this story, we still don't know if the Bahama Bombers left all that doo-doo. But cutting their hair the next day, I felt like look what you did to me. And I got to serve you now. I hated it, man.
So who had to end up cleaning it up?
Man.
Did that fall on you as the owner?
That fell on me as the owner. That fell on me as the owner, man.
Damn, no,
Dookie
you got put in a shitty situation, brother.
For real, but looking at a person who you think has the capacity to do something like
And then having to cut them.
this the groom.
And then
I gotta have him fired.
And then you got to edge him up so you look him in his eyes
his
like,
eyes.
you shitty ass.
Yeah, but the fact that he's here tells me he didn't do it because nobody would show up after that. So I'm wrestling the whole time, like, and you know, I want to do something to him. That was the hardest, most uncomfortable cut ever in my life. I would never want to be in that situation again.
Got you. That is interesting.
The Bahama Bomber.
Bahama.
You need to get some
Bomber.
T-shirts. Sell it at the shop. Bahama
Oh, yeah.
Bomber was
Oh,
here.
Yeah. The Bahama Bomber was here. And so you said you've been cutting 25 years.
25 shot for 19.
Got
19
you.
was 20.
Here's the thing, though. He's multi-talented.
That's the thing.
He's not just a barber, y'all.
Yeah, we gotta get into this. Like,
He's also a country singer.
yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
you a country singer?
Yeah, man.
And a damn good one.
He's actually pretty good. He's
Like, this is something you've been doing.
Man, it's something I've been doing. I'm fortunate to be able to tell stories. I'm a barber, so I hear all these I love stories. You know, beginning, middle, end, little antecedent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little twist. I just love storytelling. And country music became a close friend because it's stories.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Hold on. So when did you? I'm trying to imagine the picture now. Did you grow up in a part of Sacramento that's farm like?
Yes.
Okay. So you grew up in the country, kind of.
I grew. I had access to the country. So,
Access to the
so
country.
my godfather had 13 acres.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
horses and all that stuff.
That's fucking dope.
But my side of town, man,
Shout out to black people owning 13 acres.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
They forgot the other one.
Oh,
The 14 acres of mule.
it's 40. It's 40.
It is 40.
It is 40. Yeah, they forgot the other 20.
But yeah, so people always say Sacramento is country,
Right?
And when I say I'm a country artist, man, I want to represent country the way that I represent.
Okay.
Some people might see Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots. Other people might see wife beaters and barbecue pits, and both of them are identified by the same word. Like, man, that's country.
That's
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. Resourcefulness is considered country.
This is fucking interesting now. This is interesting because we've seen black artists like go into country music, but oftentimes it's like you reaching because you haven't done that. You're not from that. You're trying to just tap into a different market.
Yeah.
It becomes a business thing rather than you're from it. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and in my journey as an artist, 'cause I just became an artist in 2019. I decided to say that I like my voice. I want to say my message, right? So I did some of that, what I call character singing, where I sing in the character of what I want.
How that sound like?
Right now, how's that?
Hell yeah!
I thought you
ride around with a roll, so you know that type
Well,
of
we
thing.
gonna play some of the music.
Exactly.
You gonna hear it.
No, I'm saying what he was trying to do at
That's
first.
precisely what I was doing.
Okay.
I was singing in character. I became.
You became a caricature.
Right.
Gotcha.
And I was writing from that standpoint.
Right.
And a lot of throwaway songs, good songs. I'm like, that's not it.
Yeah.
And it's until I define what country is. It's not all the isms. It's who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me I had a kickback last night. Was burning wood in a fire pit. And it's like, man, we gonna go to the store. It's a bunch of police. I said, man, let's go get some of them pallets. Cut them pallets. Throw me there. Say, boy, you country. And I
Let's get some of
Cut
them
them
pallets.
pallets. Get some of them
Yeah.
pallets.
cut them pallets.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was country. But
Yeah.
if that level of resourcefulness is something that people would identify as country, I want to tell those stories.
Right.
So country is resourceful.
Country is culture.
Country is culture. I like that.
That's some real
I like
shit,
that.
though.
I like that.
And think about we all got origins in like black experience, right?
Yeah.
Think of those lessons, man. Those country uncles that say, "Boy, what you say now?" And you know those sayings. You know what I mean? Like I'm blessed.
Yeah, that's all. Like,
I'm blessed
Southern
by
shit.
the best. You be like, dang, by the best. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all of that culture that come in. This is from our Southern roots of how we got here, and those are the stories I want to tell. You know,
Yeah, I like being country. I mean,
I'm very country.
I'm very country.
Very country.
Yeah, I like it. I'm here for it.
But he like country lame. You know what I'm saying? Like he that like side of town that nobody like them lame ass greens.
Don't laugh at that. But now play. I mean, you play a little something off your laptop for the people. Right?
You gotta start with my favorite one.
For sure. You can hand it to him. But this is very interesting, man. Like, but you've always sung. You've always had or
I've
rap
always
or
had
something?
I've always had the ability to sing.
Okay.
I've worked as a songwriter. I've been in the music industry.
Got you.
But I never took singing as a part of my repertoire.
Got you.
And we gonna get into that after we play the music too.
Yeah.
L.A. industry.
Yeah, because
Industry. Okay. Ooh, I didn't
Yeah, I actually
prepare.
got some more questions about this. And that country is culture shit is interesting
Yeah.
because a lot of times the rest of the world, like, you know, a lot of people make fun of people from the South,
For
people
sure.
that are country, all that
they
shit.
they slow. They be like, oh, y'all
right.
slow.
But what is the rest of the country for the most part? A blank ass slate, like of just, you know, hey, we just all talk like this. Aren't I interesting? I'm interesting, right? I'm an American. You're just a blank ass slate.
it's a blank slate.
ass American slate.
So you can play it from those voice notes.
Which one you want specifically?
We gonna play the first verse of Stain. I think that's the one.
Yeah, that's all. I think that'll be.
I love Stain.
That'll be.
Sting?
True. Stain.
Stain. Okay,
Stain.
gotcha,
And this song pretty much tells a story about my experience and how I showed up in a relationship and the impact that it had afterwards.
Got you.
And so you're saying it left a stain.
You want me to turn it all the way up, or you want it just enough for you guys to talk?
No, we want to hear it
I
first.
think Stain is also like how we felt coming out of our Barber relationship.
Right.
So that's why I related to it really good. Yeah.
This-
It's been a long week, working hard every day. Brick by brick, I don't know no other way. Been kinda low since my lady went away. Where did we go so wrong? You try to move right, but we all make mistakes. My brain said move, but my heart said stay. I never knew love could ever feel this way. Where did we go so wrong? Love me, then she loves me not. Acting single when she's not. Don't appreciate what we got. Damn, your love put a stain on me. Like red
That's my Bobby,
lipstick
y'all.
on my
Hey.
collar, put a stain
He cut my
on
hair,
me.
y'all.
All edges. All edges.
Once you
Hey.
fooled me twice, and it's a shame on me.
He put the fade on me. Yeah.
Fade on me.
No, that shit. That
You
shit
can
sound
stop
good.
that one right now.
Who's the girl on it?
Man, that's this girl Chantel.
Okay.
She's a songwriter, singer.
Nice.
She was at the studio that time. I was writing about my ex, and she's a singer. I love her singing voice, and I would have loved for her to sing that line from that
Right,
perspective,
right.
but that just wouldn't happen.
Okay,
So,
she was just on that little bit of.
just on that little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And see, that's the one that captured me because I like R&B, so it gave me that R&B feel with the country aspect. I don't really like country music like that, but done like that, I can listen to that.
He got some of that. He
got the other side, too,
Yeah,
so
he
you-
blackified it a little bit.
Got
you
an
know what I'm
808
saying?
in there.
Got
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
808.
yeah.
It was what's the next one you wanted to play?
Probably the single, which is Opposite. I think it's and so this song's self-explanatory. But this is the song I'm pushing, man. Late June, early July. I got the video for it, man.
Okay.
And
I seen the stills from the video.
I worked real.
That's the one you showed me that video. With
Yeah.
the girl? Okay.
Yeah, so
I like that one too.
This the one that's kind of I feel like is a good representation of my message, and and it's smoking hot babe in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell a little story now. You left me in a home abandoned. I'm broken, but I'm still standing. Us being here, I couldn't imagine. But everybody's got choices. And I thought we would grow old. I never let my heart turn cold. And I tried to say no. But everybody's got choices. I could have grabbed that barrel of whiskey and baptized my man away. I had the whole case to myself, and then I did the opposite. I could have grabbed my Smith and Wesson. I could have thrown my life away. On my knees, I prayed to God, and then I did the opposite.
He fucking y'all up on this track. He fucking y'all up on this track.
The opposite.
But here's the thing: no one, if that was just playing on the radio somewhere, and you were like, "Yeah, that's me singing," they'd be like, "Man, get your ass out of here, though."
And man, I get it all the time.
Yeah, they'd be like, hell no.
So like I'm going to Daytona.
Because when he first played it for me and Cam, I just was not expecting that to come out of your speaker when you played that. Because at first he said it in a manner where it's like he was like, yeah, I do country music, and we think, okay, he be joking. It's just, all right. And he's like, no, I really do country music.
And when you got the bass with it too, because on your speakers, when it's really knocking, you really like,
it's solid.
Was he cutting your hair while y'all were talking about this?
Yeah.
He was cutting your hair. Now, were you scared if you didn't like the music? Would you have said anything?
No,
like, if you
not in
weren't
my
feeling
chest,
it, you would have just been like, oh
yeah, cool.
As soon as he done, all right, man, that's like $30. Oh, okay.
See, the first one he played though was he played Stain.
Yeah, he played Stain first, and we was like,
right.
He knew how to bring the audience in. You know, he was like, they probably not used to me or used to somebody just throwing country at him like that. So let me do the little with the R&B flair first, and then give. I like. What was the last one? Just my Stain? No, that was
opposite. I like that.
No, I do like that.
And it's a good
opposite.
video too. You got a video.
Oh, you
for
saw
it.
it's done and shot.
It's done. It's shot.
Okay, nice.
And I appreciated y'all for the because you guys had played me some music before.
Yeah, we played the Tropical Storm.
I know y'all from this space. I know y'all from this space, and I'm like, man, these dudes, they electric, man. You know, they doing the podcasting and stuff, and then the music is like, this is real music. And I love music, man. So I'm like, hold on, y'all really making songs over there, and then with the comedic flair, but the background game of like all y'all songs got amazing background. And so I was like, let me ask these guys,
like the ad libs and stuff.
Man, no, those are actual songs by themselves.
Yeah, man.
And so I was like, man, let me ask them because I know that what it takes to go into a song. And shoot, if it's
that's
whack,
how we always approach this. Like we wanted to focus on comedy, but at the same time, it was like people still had to bop to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've heard plenty of comedy music come out in the past, and it sounds trash. It's funny to laugh at a little bit, but you don't want to bump to it in your car.
but you won't play it back. You'll get that laugh and leave. But this stuff, you'll like knock it.
Right. We want people to bounce.
And so that's the approach that I want. If you don't even like country or whatever, music palette, do you still got a playable song that sound good? And I knew that y'all would appreciate the value at least. Yeah. So I'll be proud of myself when I press play. And as a barber, I done been, I call it auxiliary raped so many times.
Auxiliary rape.
Hey, put on this.
I'm saying when you really don't want to give out your auxiliary, and your clients just want to take it from you.
You like, give me that.
And then they keep you longer than you're willing to stay. You understand? And I've listened to so many creative pieces.
Yes, we'll say that.
And my opinion on those creative pieces varies.
Yes.
But hours of my life has been spent. I'm like, man, ain't none of my songs longer than 3 minutes. So I was like, man, they could give me 3 minutes. And
the only reason you said that just now is because you thought about some people that played some shit for you, and you were like, let me not throw them on the bus and let them.
Because I need their support.
My man said some creative pieces.
Nah, because I know some people. I mean, shoot, as I'm elevating, man, I need every fan and every supporter I have, and just because I may or may not have weighed in on your creative pieces, I still want your support. You done been there for me. I've been there for you. Let's do this together.
That's how it should be.
And people gonna be mad at me right now as an artist because I'm going to have to stop cutting hair. And
I'm not gonna fuck with that at all.
No, I'm gonna always cut hair. I'm gonna have to stop being a barber.
Gotcha.
Taking clients, making appointments and that stuff.
I like that answer.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that answer.
If I'm gonna take this music stuff seriously, and so like, what happens to the guy who I'm not available on Tuesdays no more?
That's interesting though, because
come on Monday.
You're gonna start to realize a lot of your clients are not supportive of what you do outside of barbering.
And I think that's real.
You're gonna realize that they're gonna be like, "Oh, you trying to do something else?"
Right? How do you support your barber's dream?
I think the way you do it though, like I feel like you can tell me as a barber, because I said if my barber leaves me, I feel like it's up to him to recommend the next barber. You got to find me another barber.
You got to pass us down.
That's the hardest part about finding a barber. So once you find them, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So like if you say I'm leaving, like okay,
it's like taking your kid to college. You got to show us around to the campuses.
Right.
Yeah, you need to show us around to the hair campuses.
And this is my first time exiting the industry, right?
All right, we want to interrupt this podcast by bringing you our sponsor for this week, which is Hawthorne. So, like, ask yourself right now, what's your personal care routine looking like? Like, when you get to the bathroom, do you have a step-by-step method? Are you taking care of what you need to take care of in the bathroom besides, your number ones and your number twos? Make this your number one and number two, Hawthorne, okay? Listen, Whether you keep it simple or you have a 10-step plan, premium grooming products make all the difference in how you look and you feel. And I can contest to this because when you got premium products, you don't go back to the low grade stuff. You need premium products, and Hawthorne's got that, all right? With the shampoo, okay? With body wash, hand soaps. And y'all know you need a good hand soap because you be waiting down to get to the bottom of it. You need a good hand soap. And this hand soap smells delicious. I can contest for it. It smells like love and happiness. All right. So make sure you get that. You go on, you take a quiz. They find out your grooming techniques, find out what you got going on in the bathroom, and you answer. I had to answer honestly. So be honest with this quiz or you won't get the right results. Okay. They take the risk out of shopping for personal care by giving you free shipping on your order and returns. All right. High quality self-care products tailored specifically to your needs from Hawthorne. Listen, looking your best has never been easier. So hop on, take the quiz, and then get started on your personalized care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use promo code TRAP to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co. Promo code TRAP. Go ahead and get that.
Yeah. So I want to do it with information. I want to do it with grace. I want to do it with the knowingness that, hey, some people are not going to be happy because they have had a good experience. I've enjoyed seeing them, right? But as I go, how do I maintain the relational part of what we've done through transactions?
Gotcha.
And dang, can you still support? And that speaks to your humanity.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And now I got to put it all on the line. Have I been a good person?
Gotcha.
Can people support me if I've let them down? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's scary.
With each song that gets bigger.
It's funny you say that because I was just watching I Am Athlete. They had Dion on there. And his last quote he said to them, he said, "Are you happy if you don't get what you want?" And I was like, man, that's a deep question. He was talking about he went fishing all day, didn't catch nothing. But he said, I was still happy. He said, so ask yourself in life, are you happy if you don't get what you want? And
that's what I always say. They say appreciate the journey more than the
destination.
The destination, because a lot of times, the destination can end up being disappointing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta connect back to the origin. And I remember about why. Like, why is my question right now? And when I answer this, why did I start barbering? Why did I start shops in the first place? And for me, it was to connect with people.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason I started. I didn't start it to cut hair. I didn't start it to make money. I wanted to be like the epicenter of community and a village, and to be. I knew I depended on that support. And so if I am successful in what I started off doing, I will still have that same village and community as I go in and become an artist.
Gotcha.
And I want to be apologetic to those feelings that are hurt. I want to be. I want to ignore the hate that is gonna come. I want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a hard transition. And I if any barbers are out there that can advise me,
Can help you out, yeah.
Because
for sure.
Jalon just did it.
Yeah, and Jalon did it. Jalon did it with grace. And Jalon is Kobe. Jalon just had natural ability. I trained him. Jalon's been working with me since he was 11.
Yeah.
Jalon's never me. I have great rapport. I'm a good barber. My cuts are great, but he's always had great cuts. He's never needed to develop
that part.
The client relational skills, right? And so he's that's something that he thrived on it. He ran a great business. He did his thing, but he wasn't connected to it like I was.
Gotcha.
He got into the industry because he's gifted.
Gotcha.
I got into the industry to build the community.
Gotcha.
So people have always built with me, and then it's Shaq and Kobe. You know what I mean? He came in. Jalon's first cut was amazing.
Who is Jalon?
We had him on our boss talk, but I've had his haircuts, and then he recommended,
and we dropping his story this week.
And we
dropping,
that's gonna be
story.
And he recommended us to Kelvin. And so,
Gotcha.
He was like an apprentice of mine, and then came on. He started sweeping the shop, and
Gotcha.
then became the barber. Then he was top dog at the shop. But cuts have just always been.
Cuts is good. That's why when he recommended you, and he said you cut him and you taught him, okay, well we can go there, and that makes sense.
Yeah, I was the guy that was so nice as a person. You like me as a person, you come in and cut my hair. Jalon was the guy to sit in the chair and be like, I don't care if I cut your hair or not.
Yeah.
And he will sit down and you be like, oh, he's amazing. Treat me however you want, because you are amazing.
Yeah, the cut's good. Yeah.
Cut is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so but his exit from the industry he can
Was a little bit,
retain
yeah.
his reason for why, which
Yeah.
is his ability. He can leave the industry with
Yeah.
the ability. For me, it was community.
Gotcha.
So how do I leave the industry
With-
and retain the community?
Gotcha.
Why is it community for you?
Shoot, man, I've been in therapy, bro. So you
Hey, man, I
know,
feel you.
I've been digging deep, and for me, it was like dealing with some like abandonment stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I excelled in athletics, in sports teams, in social environments because I wanted to fill the void of neglect in my life. You know what I mean? And like subconscious, I didn't know that that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
barbering had been that constant. Barbering had been the longest relationship I've ever had in my life. It's been the thing that bought me people, that's bought me resources, that bought me support because of what I was able to do with my hands. So I trusted my hands and I wanted that. And I was scared when I was about to graduate college. You know what I'm saying? My friends at home was getting killed, incarcerated. The stuff that I was entangled with, involved in, was what my return was after I had my degree.
Right.
So they said the business gonna fail in its first year. I did everything in my power to open up a shop before my senior year of college. So if it failed, I'll go back and face my fears.
Yeah.
But it didn't fail, and that was almost 20 years ago.
That's
19
dope.
years ago.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
Man.
dope. That
So-
sounds like a good little script right there, beginning of script.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you for the round of applause.
Round of applause.
I thought we
Turn
were
it up.
social distancing. Y'all have 20,000 people in here.
Before we go to like some of the next time, I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about how like LA as an industry is so ambitious. Like everybody
Everybody.
does more than one thing.
Yeah.
here. Like other places, all my other barbers were just barbers. But you come here and every barber I had,
It
they
does
do
something.
skits,
Yeah.
or they do music, or they do clothing lines,
Yeah.
or they do everyone in LA in every industry, you got to do multiple things. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. When we was at his, when we was getting cut the other day, he was like, "Yeah, you know, I rent my house out. You know, I turn my backyard into this for other people to come rent out and stuff." We was like, "Hold on," and then he was like, "Yeah, Janae Aiko, she used it for her music video for the 2020 something," and we put the video on. He was like, "Yep, that's my backyard right there. Yep, that's the front yard right there." I was like,
Hustle, man.
Like, this man
Gotta
be
hustle.
working.
That's LA though. That's
It
just
is,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
it's-
part of Hollywood no matter what.
I mean, it's in most major cities. You go to New York, it's a bunch of hustlers.
But for some reason, when I got here, I just felt like they were just.
Well, what I meant to say, everyone's in Hollywood here. Like, even if you're not directly in it, you
in
connected
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Like how he had Janae Echo
Yeah.
at his house.
Right,
Like,
right.
You still connected to it. And it's a weird thing, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I tell you, it could be a huge stepping stone if you handle it right.
The right
Because
way,
you can build a base, you can build community, you can build support, and if you leverage it right, it could be amazing. There's no working model right now for it. I can't look at
Gotcha.
any other, and if it's my assignment to become that, I just want to do it, like I said, with information and with a lot of grace, right? So, being connected to Hollywood, you deal with so much stuff. I've had plenty. I think I've had over 20 barbers work for me. None of them were career barbers. None of them said my life's goal is to cut hair.
Yeah.
Some of them was entrepreneurs, music, personalities, and the barbershop served to them as a development.
Stepping stone.
It's development. You developing your skills. You developing, this the grind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it has been hard to exist in
That's
both.
interesting.
Especially when you get good at your grind, people want to keep you there. And it's some I tell people I have some people's dream clientele that I can't sustain.
Yeah.
I'm turning away clients that
'cause-
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I got people sitting in shops spinning around in their chair that are wanting people to come in. So I think kind of having just being brave about and being open about what you really own, it can help people.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I have the dads today. Let me tell you what the dads are. Just the day after drinking shit.
Dads. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. You need to write that on.
I have the
board.
dads today.
You got dads drinking after.
And the reason why I have that is because niggas was out acting young yesterday.
Okay.
And
Well, let me set it up.
set it up.
We give Rome a lot of slack for telling personal stories on this podcast.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
always got some story.
Absolutely.
And most of
I'm like Kelvin, but we got stories.
and most of them don't lead to nothing. It's like we don't need
They
to
be
hear
hating
that.
Kelvin. They be hating.
But he can talk about this personal story because it was just so out of the norm.
he wanted me to talk about it also because he was involved in it. So he's giving me permission.
I may have made that.
Bahama Bomber returns.
But so yeah, one of our homies hit us up and he just wanted to go and he was like, yeah, let's get brunch and just, you know, had the homies out, catch up, chop it up, introduce us to some people. Cool. So we went to a little spot down in West Hollywood, and we are eating and drinking, and not regularly eating and drinking. I'm talking about they ordering everything. They ordering fucking calamari,
guac and chips,
French toast,
shrimp and grits, chicken and waffles.
Just a grocery store.
Drinks.
Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
he was like, bro, it's y'all day to day. We just gonna celebrate life. All right, my nigga.
He said, I want y'all to order everything.
He said, I want y'all to order everything.
Right.
Oh, y'all said who this was?
Yeah, when?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So he was all right, cool. So we doing all that, cool. We drunk by the time it's getting later, and we done met a few people. So this is when the funny starts to happen. There's one guy there. He comes to the table. He goes, "Hey guys," white dude. He says, "Hey guys, I'm about to go across the street to Target to get some deodorant." Cam goes, "Well, shit, I need some soap." So, mind you, niggas is drunk at the table. Well, I knew need some soap. He's like, "I'm gonna go with you." So they go across the street to get some soap and some deodorant. I'm like, all right, cool. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, we 33. This gonna hurt.
By this time, I had 7 drinks and 2 shots. I'm done.
Yeah, this gonna hurt. And they were still bringing, hey, bro, another round, you know, this and that. I was like, okay, all right. So they come back. My man comes back with soap and deodorant. Now,
I think I'm going home. This is why
we literally are about to order the Uber to go home.
What time is it now?
It's about a little after 4:30.
And we got salmon to go.
Yeah,
We
because
we gonna get dinner. We was there from 12 until like 5.
Yeah, like 5.
Let me get dinner now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had brunch, lunch, and dinner while I was there.
We was like, we gonna get some salmon to go. We was like, all right, look at the menu. Let's
Going
get some
home.
salmon to go. So she packed the salmon in the bag, and then we put the soap and the deodorant in the bag with the salmon. So now we go outside, and we like, Cam looks at me. He was like, well, we really gonna take this because we about to go somewhere else. Because they was like, hey, we about to go to this other spot. And we was like, all right, fuck, we already out. Because if you go home, you're not going back out. So we already out. So we we put it in our homie's car.
I was like, we got to go to Kelvin Kickback. You had hit us then.
Yeah, you did.
I like, I'll let you know.
You did.
I like, let's go
and
there.
that's when they told us.
Then they said, no, y'all ain't going. No, y'all. I'm like, what you mean?
You could have bought the salmon and deodorant. That would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
But not
soap.
at the club.
I didn't have to do it. That was the other dude.
And you know, niggas was drunk, so they was like, "No, man, no, y'all coming with us." You know, we was, all right, brother, I got bullied into coming. Let's go. So we all packing the Tesla. Now we in a Tesla, singing and rapping like 18-year-old girls headed to a party.
Oh yeah, it's straight karaoke. We rapping Jay-Z. I got all this on my IG story.
So we get to the next spot. So they hop out, and I'm with the dude who's driving, and he was like, well, we could park the car. So we park in the car, and we go in, and he said, yo, I'm going to let you know before I leave so you can get your salmon. All right, cool. Because that's what the whole point. I don't want to leave my salmon.
Right.
I'm not leaving this shit. I didn't pay for it, but I'm not leaving it. Because all I'm thinking about is I'm drunk, and when I get home, nigga gonna want to eat. So now we at this spot. It felt like, Emmanuel, honestly, it felt like we was back in Atlanta. It was deep in there. I was like, yo, it is, you would never.
His spot.
No. At this spot in North Hollywood.
Okay.
Or
It was a
studio.
club.
It was a club. It was a what?
I ain't been in a club in 4 years.
It felt weird. It was like, this looked weird.
It was a club, or
it was like
a
one of them day party club.
Right.
Yeah,
It was the club.
It was the club.
packed.
I'm talking about slammed in there. I said, oh no, niggas that look like Gucci Man in there, all type of stuff. So we having
coughing.
So we having in there. We having a good time. Cool. So it gets about like 8:30ish or 8ish, and the dude that I rode with goes, hey Rome, I'm about to leave immediately. Salmon. Goes
Because it's in the car.
Yeah. So I tapped Cam. I said, I'm going to get our salmon. Cam said they're not gonna let you back in here with the salmon.
Like, think you ever seen someone come back? Like, you leave, come back
with salmon.
Wait, I'm talking about these are two
bags.
big bags. We got all the other food too. We boxed that up. There's two.
I'm thinking y'all just got plates.
No,
two big bags.
So,
like department store looking bags.
I'm drunk. I'm confident. I say, I'll be back with our salmon.
I tell them, if they don't let you back in, I'll come out. We just leave.
This nigga was prepared to leave.
I want my salmon.
As I'm making my way through the crowd, I get to the security. It's a she pretty much look like young and May a little bit at the front.
That's some real security.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was like, "Where you headed?" I was like, "Well," I said, "I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to get my salmon from my homeboy's car." I said, "I don't want to leave it." She said, "Okay." She said, "You coming back in?" I said, "Yes. Remember my face. I'm gonna be right back." She said, "Okay." So I leave out. I go to the car. He puts all the deodorant stuff in there. I grab the bags. I'm walking. Mind you, it's niggas in line. I'm walking past niggas with salmon. It's in my hand. So I walk up, and there was a different dude at the front. So I look at him. I say, "I'm be honest, my nigga. I just left. I just wanted to get my salmon out the car." He said, "Anybody who's that determined to get their food, go ahead in."
That's my man.
Yeah, you earned it.
Good brother. You earned it. That's what's up.
I walked in.
No, I'm like,
Is this?
No, he about to.
I thought I had the same.
No, I think you do. You think you do?
Where is that?
It's further. I mean, yes. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. That's
yeah.
They had a bag of salmon and deodorant.
The soap was
in the
there
party.
And the soap, everything was in there. So I was like, "This is the funniest shit."
Determination.
I was ready to lose it all for the salmon.
I'm surprised they let you in there with bags.
I said, "Did they check it?" He was like, "Nah, like you could have had a gun.
I could have had anything in there,
but they trust him."
All right, folks, y'all know the new excuse.
Bring your salmon.
Bring a couple bags and say, "I was just in here. I needed to go get my salmon."
When you arguing with a nigga, be like, "I'll be right back. Then I'm going to get my fucking salmon. I'll be right back.
I'm going to get my salmon.
You know what I mean.
If you see me walking in here with a bag, you better run, nigga.
We about to eat.
We about to eat.
But made it so wild, though, is like, as you saying, like this whole community thing in LA, like, you got to be out sometimes
You do.
to connect with people.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that Wynn was bringing was like,
people that you need,
like crypto millionaires, or I own this restaurant in West Hollywood, come through, or these two African dudes that they just
even
don't know what they do. We talking about going to Ghana with them.
Honestly, they was like, "Yeah, bro,
I'm telling you, man, the well piece cooked the salmon, man, can open up so many opportunities.
And then the bill came. The bill was $3,000.
Don't let it be honey baked shit.
Right. The bill was $3,000.
Yeah, something like that. Something crazy. That's how much niggas was order. And then the funny thing, he introduced us to, I guess, like the general manager of that restaurant. He like, "Yeah, bro, whenever y'all come, let me know. Call me. I'll set up a table for you." But you gotta go out to that's why sometimes, like, even though you don't want to go out, you be like, "All right, let me just go have this time and you know,
being out
and just kick it." But everybody cheered at me when I came in with the bag. So they were like, "You got your salad, I got my salad."
That's hilarious.
Man,
that is hilarious.
That determination. I would have felt the same way. Like, man, you did all of that for
some salmon.
And then you're about to walk into a very popular party.
I was prepared to
smelling
leave.
like
Mind
seafood.
you,
I was prepared to leave and come to your house.
Yeah,
I didn't care.
We was bumping. I'm bumping niggas with my bags getting in. Now, excuse me. And then people look at me. I got
mind you,
they probably thought I was Postmates.
And then I guarded that bag the whole night. The whole night I guarded that bag. The whole night. I didn't move from that bag.
That's hilarious.
Are people dancing in clubs now? Could you dance with a girl and just hold your bag?
I'm walking by, getting twerked. I got my salmon. I'm moving, trying to get through the crowd.
I heard of people popping bottles, man. But you
popping salmon.
You popping to-go containers.
Yeah, but I'm just. But the funniest part about the salmon wasn't hitting like that.
It wasn't even hitting like that.
That's a perfect cap off to the story right there. Perfect cap off. The salmon wasn't even that good. Wow. That's a beautiful cap off to the story.
But I'll tell you what, they shrimp and grits.
Yeah, shrimp and grits. Now this is wild because it's like a Mexican style restaurant. Which, when I seen shrimp and grits on the menu, you know,
Mike?
you're not really thinking. You know, Mike, you know what we're talking about? Like, when you see shrimp and grits, you like from because you thinking we need to go to one of them southern spots, go to Inglewood.
You think it's country.
My 2 cents or somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
think
got
it's
good shrimp and grits.
Yeah. Probably some of the best shrimp and grits I've had in a long. Like them shits was good.
You got
two
so much
ingredients.
shrimp. Had so much shrimp left over. I threw some in my vegan eggs this morning.
Yeah, I
Chopped
guess
it
it
up,
wasn't
made a vegan egg omelet,
Yeah, no.
and put the shrimp in there.
Why don't you just eat regular eggs?
Shrimp hung over from the day party yesterday.
Yeah,
Shrimp was in the VIP.
It's just-
With the salmon.
with the salmon chilling.
He said
But
the
yeah,
salmon
night.
demon hit like that.
It-
That's funny to me, dog. This nigga told this whole story and then said the salmon demon hit
That's
like
the first thing I
that.
told her. I'm like, it's not.
Yeah, we
it's
both
not-
looked at each other this morning.
All the other food was great.
Yeah,
It's just that.
and it wasn't like it was bad.
It wasn't bad.
But for us to go through that with the salmon, I wanted it
Nah,
to
it
be
spent
like
a long time in the back of a Tesla, man.
Nah, but it wasn't that. Like, it was like 2 hours. It was like 2 hours.
Yo, we should create a T-shirt like that.
What?
And the salmon demon hit. That's all
And
it
the
says. So
salmon-
people can ask you what. It's
Salmon
dot
demon.
and the salmon
didn't
demon
even
hit.
That's kind of
You
funny.
want to say how we got home?
Oh yeah. So then I met a girl at the party,
Mm-hmm.
kicking it. We having a good time.
What's her ethnicity?
Black.
Okay.
That's important how they got home. I can see how that would
Yeah.
matter.
So we outside. We ordered Uber. Uber was taking like 15 minutes. So I was like, man. So I'm texting back. What y'all about to do? I'm about to go to the house. She was like,
we going home to eat this salmon.
we going home to eat this salmon. She's like, y'all serious about this salmon? We was like, I'm not playing, but I'm going to eat this salmon. And then she was like, well, I'm actually about to pass y'all. She pulls up, beep, beep. Y'all can just get in. That's how we got home. It just took us
cool.
all. I was like, you
In the
know,
repair, we gave her some of the other food that was in the bag.
yeah, we did. It was some steak and eggs in the bag. I forgot.
Can't eat that.
But she can.
Oh yeah, she can. So that was just the events of last night, and then I woke up this morning. I was like, ooh, it's not like I'm hungover, but I can feel it. Like it's in my.
I don't even drink like that.
It's in my system. It
Yeah,
was.
I ain't no food expert, but I'm sure that the salmon shouldn't have been in a Tesla that long.
It might not. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I think that might be the reason for your discomfort.
Yeah, maybe not.
And,
but
you know, Teslas, for all we know, do you have a Tesla?
Nah, I just
Yeah, for all we know, they could freeze once you close the doors.
That's what we
You know,
had going for us.
it's-
Right when we left is when they brought it out.
Yeah, it's like
in
they-
a to-go box.
so it wasn't-
So
got you. Okay.
and then it was in there. My stomach don't hurt.
Yeah, my
back hurts. Like I feel tired on my back.
yeah, no. Yes.
Like in my
Look up the
feet.
side effects to bad salmon. I bet you it says
My
fuck up back.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
you gotta figure out the
Like my
limits.
stomach is fine. I don't
Yeah.
have the shits like
I just got shit. But I got regular liquor shit. So that's just. I mean, that's just what it is. But I already got that out, so it's all good.
Man, we'll call and check on the driver, see how she holding up this morning.
Yeah. Make sure she good.
Make sure it wasn't the salmon.
I want to talk about this Buns and Basketball you got up here.
So Chad sent me this because he was laughing about it. It's a league
I seen this.
called Buns and
Yeah,
Basketball.
is it North Carolina?
I don't know where is that to be
thought I
honest,
seen
but I think it's strippers.
Yeah.
And they having like on tank tops, but then thongs, and they playing full court basketball. It's a league called Buns. It's almost like lingerie football, but basketball, and they hitting threes and celebrating, doing this.
That's hilarious.
And doing all
Are
these,
they selling tickets?
Yes.
Okay. What cities do you know?
I don't know. I
Okay,
didn't look into it
Kelvin,
like that. But they
remind me
are
to
on
look that up.
tour.
Yeah,
They
we
are
looked
on
that
tour, but it's called Buns and
Okay, that's
Basketball.
cool.
That's
Buns
And it
and
just made
Basketball.
me laugh.
No, that's funny. Cause what I mean, but do you take the game serious?
Look, here's the thing.
Too much stimulation.
That's yeah.
Here's the
the
thing.
hoop. In
Atlanta,
You
I
got
used
a
to
hard
watch.
dick and rooting for these people?
Duh.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That one
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
ass.
a-
That's
that's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
ass.
buns.
variety
They,
and different.
they need some more adjectives
It-
with
it-
this title.
It's different butts. It's different
different
butts. You
butts,
got
okay.
really super thick, then you got the slim thick,
Okay.
all that. But when I was in
I didn't know
Atlanta,
if I was looking at basketball or sumo
Some
wrestling.
wrestling. That's it.
Duh. What is that?
That girl is.
That's interesting.
That girl is poison.
that's
Yeah.
hilarious. When right before we left Atlanta, I used to watch lingerie football
Yeah.
every night. It would come on right before my bedtime. And I would just watch it. I'm like, I was like, what is this? Lingerie football? Let me watch this. It was nice bodies on there. Every single game went down to the wire.
It was
They were
good.
so good that
Yeah.
I didn't even care about like they in lingerie no more.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
games was just that good.
Yeah, but once they found out none of them can have children anymore, that's when they had to shut down the league, man.
Right.
That uterus is getting punctured.
Oh
every
yeah,
time.
it's rough. So I'm down to watch a game of Buns and Basketball. Is that a full game? That was just a clip.
I'd rather watch the lingerie football from the little
just
bit.
from the little bit you seen. Okay. It wasn't the athleticism wasn't really there for you.
Athleticism was better in the lingerie.
Okay,
football.
all right.
Can I ask one question? This is off topic, going
Yeah.
back to barber lifestyle and stuff. How women treat you? And you a single dad?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Now you a single dad. How old is your kid?
10 and 6.
We got
Okay,
to send you a song called "Single Father's Anthem" that Tropical Storm did too. I think you'll appreciate.
Oh yeah,
it.
I'm gonna appreciate that. I'm gonna bump that.
Yeah.
So what's the dating game for barbers like? Do they like you know? How do women treat y'all?
Yeah, so they treat you like the mentor to their kid. So in a lot of cases, you the most
To
consistent.
their kid,
Yeah,
they
you-
automatically got kids. And
Yeah,
any
that's-
woman.
Hold on, this the song. We'll play the first verse of the hook for you.
Wash my face, check my outfit in the mirror. Then I put my shades on to see clearer. This week's gonna be long, I need some help. Reach over, grab that safety belt. Adjust that seat, cut up AC, and wash my car in couple weeks. My muffler squeaks and something leaks. I can't fix it cause it's not cheap. But I'm headed to the store to get them snacks. Gummy bears, juicy juice, Twix, Kit Kats. Rolling through the city on a sunny day. About to cash this check, got some bills to pay. I melt girls' hearts and they attack me. Single dad. Baby in the back seat. Single dad. Baby in the back seat. Baby in the back seat. Woo. Single dad.
Hold on, let my verse run right quick.
Let us verse run.
Mike, go ahead, cut it off.
Let us verse run.
Backseat, Hashtag number one dad. Snacks, toys, drinks, all in my bag. For a long day of running, riding cool, all the single moms stare. If my baby parch, I pass that sippy cup. What's that smell? The stinky butt. I never panic, worry, it's my daily task. Park that car, wipe that butt, throw that pimp up in the trash.
That's good. Hey, a little single dad anthem.
Is that true? So
y'all killing it. Y'all killing it.
But yeah, so dating for you is you said they treat you like
if it's somebody that you met from the shop, you know what I mean?
Gotcha,
okay.
A lot of times you being consistent in their son life or they nephew. They kind of appreciate you already, so it could be.
So a lot of barbers fuck with a lot of single moms.
I was most of my career I was married, you know.
You were married. Okay.
Gotcha,
I was single the first part of my career, and it was some appreciation, you know, because you connecting with these women, and obviously barbers are servants. You want to serve. You see little man, and you want to help, and then you see the mom, and the moms to me that like are doing their thing, making sure that their sons have haircuts, sometimes making sure that their son have relationships with other men, even though whatever happened with
it's almost like you the high school coach.
Yeah, and so
where the mom needs
and
a little mentorship.
Man, I've seen some beautiful moms, man, like that came in that was like, yo, dog, like I hate to see you having to do this by yourself. It's kind of a humiliating thing for a woman to sit in a barbershop all day waiting for her son. Culturally,
because she's outside of her
she shouldn't
zone.
be there. You know?
Yeah.
So but I think barbers, man, are good men. Some women might really like that, but the professional side of it, some women be like, "Oh, you cut hair? Like how long? Can we get old? Can we travel? Can we?"
Because they're worried about the long term stuff.
If you got a good career, you're gonna be busy.
Right. All right.
I have a question. Have you ever had anyone try to like fight you over a bad haircut or anything?
Yeah.
Oh,
of
shit.
course. Yep. Not so we all have our days, but a client and the cut wasn't bad. He just didn't communicate correctly. He physically grabbed my hand. He like I'm cutting. He's like, hey, this is too much. I say, hey man, you got to get your hands off me, bro. And then it became, he didn't like what was happening with the cut. It wasn't like a botch cut, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe he wanted it different, and it's cool. But he like grabbed my hand like hard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, get your hand off me. But I've worked with you before. Like man. And then don't be talking to me like that. You disrespect. And I was like, oh dang, we here now.
We here.
I don't never start.
Yeah.
I live there. I live there. I'm
Right.
very comfortable there.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming unless it's a strong invite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once it got to that side, unfortunately, that me and that client never.
But y'all didn't get this.
I asked him to leave the shop.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, he wanted to fight me.
He really was. He was.
And I don't like getting hit. And I'm kind of a scary dude. So, and I got cash in my business, so I also have infrastructure to make sure that cash can stay in the business.
I like the way you say that, infrastructure.
So it's not gonna go the way that you want it to go, nor is it gonna go the way I want it to go. So it was just like
you should just leave.
I need you to.
Was other people in there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody. If I ask you to be physically removed from the shop, you're leaving.
Gotcha.
Because I don't lead with that at all.
Gotcha.
So it's a reason.
And
so.
I mean, it wouldn't be best for him to do anything in that environment because all your people is in there too at the same time. So it's not. Yeah, go ahead and get up out of there.
Yeah, so it was just. But I hated that it had to end like that. Like, dang, man, you want to fight over this?
Did y'all ever have to? Did you ever talk about it after that?
No. That
was pretty much
when he grabbed my arm. That
was the end.
Talking stopped being an option.
No, I'm talking about after. Like.
No, I think
that was the moment that we don't need to speak.
You gotcha.
Anymore,
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
All right, last Barber question before we go to these last couple topics, though, because I know people gonna ask, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, if it's too personal. But your relationship that you were married in, did it end because of a bad fade? No? All right, moving on. Look.
You don't get him much, but when he does,
look.
That's funny.
We got this. I saw this the other day online about, people are coming back to work now off of the COVID and all this stuff. People trying to get jobs, all this, and HR at different companies have been busy. This one lady got a voicemail from this white woman, and I just want to hear, I want y'all to hear what she said. Mike, you got that?
And unfortunately, I am legally not able to work with anybody that's ethnic or minority or that's excessively black, mostly because I have a Caucasian Irish English background. Also because a lot of the Hispanic and the blacks and, people that do that, they tend to be kind of questionable and from foreign, areas or Native American. And unfortunately, because of my background, I can't be associated with them.
Did you hear that first? Run that first part back again. One more time. Just again. The first part? Yeah, that little beginning.
And unfortunately, I am legally not able to work with anybody that's ethnic or minority or that's excessively black.
Excessively.
She can't work with anybody that's. She's calling into a job hiring spot.
Yeah.
And leaving these demands say, unfortunately, legally, I can't work with any that's minorities or excessively black.
Here's the thing. I feel it. I don't like working with excessively black people.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Why people mad she telling the truth? I ain't trying to work with niggas all day.
I'm just mad that she said it was legal.
She said legal. She tied it to the law.
Yeah, I ain't mad at your list. I got that same list.
She dead ass.
I want to know her definition of excessively black.
What is excessively black?
Do you mean like Waka Flocka Flame?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wesley Snipes?
Or just dark? Is it the light? Yeah.
It's a lot of questions. What's excessively?
The closer you are to purple, I just can't work with you.
Yeah.
I
might have to start saying I'm excessively black instead of African American.
When they ask you on the chat, what's your ethnicity?
Yeah. I don't think she wanted to work with no humans.
Yeah, no.
She's like anybody from Earth who has parents, anyone who's ever had a mother, I just legally can't work with them. Like I was just saying, that's everybody.
Excessively
She gonna
black.
be sad when you find out the first human was born in Africa.
Yeah, she gonna be.
This is still it still blows my mind to this day. What happened in 2020? One of the biggest things was the Karen epidemic.
Yeah.
That blew it's like
that page is
we
crazy.
knew this.
Yeah.
We knew this. We knew white women were the cause of a lot of death amongst black men for the longest.
You know why?
But we haven't seen it just come out in vigor the way it's fucking has
they
these
can't
past.
mind their business, and that's the whole reason.
Yeah.
I think the mindset of Karens is that it is their business. They feel totally justified.
That's the problem.
It was a video online. This person recording a seagull going to open the store. It's an automatic door. When you walk up to it, trying to get in so it can steal a bag of chips. So it's one person recording it, another person walking in, see it, gets out the way, like opens the door so it can get out. Then there's a white woman comes and try to take the bag from the seagull. She don't even work there.
Leave the seagull
I'm like,
alone.
white women just feel gotta get in your business. It's a seagull.
I just saw another one yesterday. A kid just skateboarding outside, and some white lady standing, and then start chasing this
She
nigga.
don't
I'm
even
like,
own this property. Leave him alone.
That seagull said, bitch, if you don't give me my goddamn chips.
That seagull turned around and said, midair.
She would have filed a lawsuit. She would have sued the seagull.
Sued the seagull.
Excuse me, officer, the seagull's acting excessively black.
And then you remember the Karen in Central Park that called the dude black
dog.
because bird watching?
And now she's
suing her job, employment, saying that she was wrongfully terminated because she's not racist and all this stuff, like flipping it.
Wow.
Entitlement, dog. It's crazy.
Man.
But I mean, it feels like they're reptilians, dog. Sometimes I'm just like,
little reptilian.
the audacity some of these women had to just run up on people, kids, all these type of people, and just like
the caucasity.
the caucasity.
The caucasity.
Wrong with the win.
It's the
With the win.
caucasity.
And it don't happen often. His wins come far in between.
Well, actually, my
that?
win came yesterday. I was
What's
with
the
him.
website? Well, we get that on Urban Dictionary by the day.
Caucasity.
Caucasity. Yes, Caucasity. We in it. Yeah, what else we got? We got one more thing. Master of None, though.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just want to, Master of None is one of my favorite shows on Netflix. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. But before I watched it, for the first time, I read reviews about it. And people was ripping it like this is boring, it's not good. Aziz Ansari is not the lead of this season because it's Lena Waithe's character. It's about her.
I saw the first episode.
Nah, that season's phenomenal.
I gotta watch the rest of it. Yeah.
When you keep watching, like it's a kind of a slow burn.
Yeah.
It is. But once you get into the pacing of it, like I think it's the 4th episode. That episode with this Jamaican lady. I don't know if she's acting or not. I don't know. They just said
That's how good she is.
everyone here is acting, but this lady, this is real for you. Because it was so natural and nurturing. I was like, I love this woman.
And how many
And it was
episodes?
emotional. It's only 5.
Oh, okay. So that was,
But it was great.
Okay,
It was
nice.
great. So
You
I
know,
would say
I'm
watch
trying to give it some grace. I didn't like the first episode like that. I was just like, where's the funny?
And
Where's
you watched the
comedy?
first 2 seasons too.
Huh?
You watched the first
yeah.
2 seasons.
Oh,
right?
I love the
Aziz is
first
in the first episode.
I saw him in the first episode.
yeah.
He was the best part of the first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah,
In my opinion, I was watching. I'm like, all right, but I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like, and I'm giving it grace because they shot it in 2020 when it was during the pandemic, like it was heavy.
True.
So I know that's why they only got 5 episodes, and I know that's why they shot it probably smaller in one location.
Yeah.
Not in New York as much, at least. I don't know where the rest of the season goes, but it just felt like art for like art. Like it kind of felt like just it was a little bit up its own ass a little bit. Just like
Well, I
I'm
do
very
like artsy
artsy,
stuff. I do
everything's
like artsy
static
stuff.
shot.
Gotcha,
Like
I see what
I'm
you're
yeah,
saying.
well I'm like just I like what's the meat, man? The meat of this, I want to laugh especially.
Yeah. What's the salmon? What's the salmon?
What's the salmon? I'm
What's
trying
the
to get to the salmon.
What am I walking
and
to
you
the
got this
car
like
What am I walking to?
When I first read the news that he wasn't the lead, I was a little disappointed. Like, come on, but I'm gonna give it a chance. First episode, I'm like, it's a slow burn. Let me just see. By the
You
end,
end up
I'm like,
loving it.
this is good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch the
there's
rest.
Some funny
I'm gonna watch
parts.
I gotta watch it.
It was good to me.
I like Aziz Heavy. He directed most of this, right?
Yeah, they were saying that in the episode. Like he feels like he ran the course with that character. There's no more he has to say about Dev, and he wants to be more behind the scenes with directing. That's what he wants to do now, especially after his Me Too thing.
All
That's
the
what drove him
comedians
to-
want to go to directing after a
So,
while. But all right,
Yeah. Well, that's our
Plugs,
day. That's our day of
plugs.
accessory.
Give 'em your-
But first off, Kelvin, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me,
Thank
man.
you for giving us our cut this weekend. I appreciate you. You are an honorable man, and plug yourself. Tell the people where they can find you at.
and your music.
And
Thank
your
you.
music.
Thank you. They can find.
and your kneecaps.
And man, they can find you.
They out.
I was trying to be fast this morning. When a man shows his knees, I was ankle. He cute. He's like, I got your knee. Well, I was gonna come here with my ankle showing. I dialed it back. But y'all can find me primarily on Instagram. It's _that_dude Kelvin, and you can see the cooking series Kelvin's Kitchen. You'll be able to find the country music there. The YouTube
Barbecuing?
links, Nah, man. Just pretty much going to Costco, man, on some adventures and just learning to cook for my children.
That's dope.
And so
That's
it's
dope.
my kids co-star with me on the
That's
show.
dope.
Yeah.
That's
And we
dope.
we figure it out. So some kitchen hacks.
Ruby, the dog too?
Yeah, no, Ruby was she's
got
not
the
in, she's
cutest
not until
dog.
the end of
Yeah.
season 2.
She be
so
excited.
much energy.
She
This
be-
bulldog
she-
come running in.
Yeah, Ruby's,
Is it on YouTube?
yes, on YouTube.
Okay.
Kelvin's
I'm
Kitchen.
gonna
The
check that
I
out,
in
too.
Kelvin is an exclamation mark.
Okay.
So
okay,
the Kelvin's Kitchen.
And I also want to say, you said one of the funniest jokes one day. I was in your chair and your son came in there. And I think he came in there. I think y'all had just had a dispute, you and your son. And then you was cutting my hair. He was like, "Yeah, he's a little dude be tripping." He was like, "He only 10 years old. I ain't even known him that long to be tripping."
I just met you.
I just met
Nah,
you.
for real. Nah, I remember that.
For 10 years.
He was
I've
like,
only
he's like,
known
I
him
got, he's like, I got homies I've known longer than him.
real.
I can't trust him like that.
Yeah, because he be having these expectations. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even do that for my friends who I know for my whole life. And you expect me? I just met
You over here asking me for shit? Like, my friends
I'm
don't
dang
do
near,
that to me.
I was 30 years old when for a new relationship at 30, bro, you expect a lot out of me. And I know I'm a parent, but just on some logical stuff, I don't give that much for
Like, come on now.
Y'all just at two different phases.
yeah,
y'all.
You gotta earn that.
Yeah, I just felt like he was being real rational. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I
But,
should tell him, no, make me fade you out of my life.
this relationship could end on a bad fate.
Make sure to Cash App
Yeah.
at CTH Podcast.
Yep.
We had a couple donations from Kaylin Wynn and Machant Werner, I believe. Or Machant Werner. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Thank you, guys. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave reviews. Definitely leave reviews under the Apple Podcast. That helps us a lot. And when you're watching this, hit the like button. Make sure you're hitting the like button on
That
YouTube.
like button. Hit that like
That
button.
also
Hit
helps.
that bell. Do we have a bell?
We do have a bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit the
Hit the
bell.
bell.
Hit the like button.
Bell.
And then also, if you have some barbershop stories, let us know.
Yeah, tell them in the
us
comments.
what's your experience with your barber.
Maybe your worst cut, your best cut,
Best
whatever,
cut.
whatever. Yeah,
Women, what are your experiences in barbershop? Do you learn some stuff
that's
about
true.
men?
Yeah.
Do you learn that, you need a 2 instead of a 3 for a good fade? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, real quick, can you explain those numbers real quick
Yeah,
for
we
people
just
who
been
don't?
saying numbers.
But-
All right, so the numbers is the amount of hair that's going to stay on the head, right?
Okay.
And it goes, I think it's based off of a 1/4 inch. So a half is going to be half of what a 1/4 inch will be,
Gotcha.
which is 1 inch.
That's one.
And
Okay.
then number
Okay.
2 will not be the 1/8 inch. The number 2 will be a 1 inch.
Gotcha.
A 2.5 will be 1 inch plus the, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
it tells you
okay.
how much hair is going to stay on the head.
Gotcha.
And then you got plastic and metal. And then those lengths change with the grain and
I
gets the
remember the first time a barber said that to me. He was like, "What you about a 2 or 1?" I said, "Brother,
Yeah,
I
you 1.5
I was
with
like,
the
just
grain.
cut my hair."
Be like, I'm 33.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what-
It's easy for me. I'm in the ball phase. stage.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
nah.
Ball.
Yours is easy.
Yeah.
Easy, but man, I definitely got to talk to your braid lady because we disagree.
So let me
think
explain
that
that. So when I get, he told me to get my hair braided first, and then he'll be able to fade it better. Because sometimes, where the hair ends is not enough to braid. So then it'll just be left there if I get a haircut first. So when I told her that, she like, no, I want him to fade it first. It's easier for me to know where I
beefing
can
for
braid.
two different-
I said, hey, on this one I got to go with my barber.
That's
I see him
hilarious.
more.
Because
I gotta
we're the
go
one.
with him.
If the hair left out, she'll be like, "Man, your barber look bad," and I feel like that's selfish of her, right? Because we work as a team. We do your hair. It's
That's
not-
hilarious.
but I gotta take the slack from the
But
community.
you ain't got to worry. I had your back. I said,
I appreciate
I
that.
go to you more, so I'm going with him.
Yeah.
Barbers and stylists need to,
We gotta
more.
talk.
Yeah,
I want to take her on a
communicate.
date and just say,
But
"Man,
funny in Atlanta, they're combined. Remember, our barber was our
He
stylist.
was, yeah. He could do it. He was, yeah.
Everything.
He
Well, they're
was.
just gay, but
For real. If he gonna be gay,
let him be gay.
But I wasn't getting braids then,
Yeah,
so
that's
I never
true.
got the full. But
That's
they
true.
could.
Y'all need to sit
yeah, I
down.
did just assume that the braid lady was a braid lady. That was a little sexist to
Yeah,
me.
it is
I'm
great
sorry.
lady. But yeah, guys, thank you again for tuning into another episode of the Comedy Trap House, and we will see you next week.
But make this clear, yeah, my braid lady is a lady.
Yeah, she a lady. She a lady. And hold on. And only have real friends with you that's gonna go get the salmon from the car. If they don't get the salmon from the car, you gotta get rid of them, man.
Get your salmon from the back.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Get your dead body.